Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so those of you who've been coming out to the streams, I did mention that this was going to be in the works, but today I am bringing you guys a Global versus JP anniversary teams battle. So obviously I am not alone. You can see someone else here on the screen. You've seen it in the title, I'm sure, as well. But it is our good old friend Minato. So say hello to everyone.
Hello, I'm going to show y'all guys exactly why GP is better than Global in this video right here. A very quick, easy, I don't know, let's guess 12-minute, 13-minute video. It's going to be exactly why JP is better.
Very confident here. Now, I mean, I don't want to say, I don't want to do any spoilers, but this is part 2 of this collab. So we are using the BUU Duo team. Like I say, because this is JP versus Global, it's not BUU Duo versus GT Duo. So we're both using the BUU Duo team. Obviously, I'm using a version that I've built for this event, and Minato is using his with some, at least one, I think, unit that is not available on Global. And then part 1 is the GT Duo teams versus each other. That is available over on Minato's channel. So if you are coming to this video first, this is part 2. There is obviously the possibility that we might mention something that relates to part 1. So if you have come to this video first, do go and check out part 1 on Minato's channel first and then come back to this one. The link is in the description down below. And that was the GT Duo team, and we went up against the Gamma stage. But for this one, we are doing the Cell Max Red Zone stage. So wanted to try and pick some ones that don't get used all the time for showcases and things like that. And this one will be interesting because of, I mean, you guys know this stage has a very weird sort of structure with the type change every turn. So should be interesting. So are you ready to go, Minato?
Yeah, I am definitely ready to go. And once we start, I'll explain some of my team choices, but
yeah, I'm interested to know how our teams differ. So yeah, I guess without further ado then, let us jump in and we can start going through all the team builds and all that stuff as we go. So if you are ready, then I will count us down and we will jump in and begin the stage in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so I think the first thing I wanted to make sure I do is kind of encapsulate, like, okay, this is Global versus JP, so I do want to use a couple of different units that aren't on the Global version, just to kind of help push that a little. Not like units like, for example, I opted not to run the LR Blue Fusions here, because I feel like they're a unit that maybe just a little too strong to what I would like to be a disadvantage with if you're like on Global. But I brought 2 units, right? One of them is upcoming on Global in the next few days. The LR Spirit Bomb Goku, right? Brought him because he's an orb changer and he has like nice damage reduction, enough that I think he'll be solid like as a floating orb changer on this team, which I will like quite a lot. Second,
plus, isn't he like he's like a 7 out of 7 link partner with the BUU Duo? So
he is, but I'm actually going to be floating him and the BUU Duo.
Oh, okay.
My rotations are Orange Piccolo and Bulma, because that's really strong rotation of this team. And my second rotation is actually the Dragon Ball Z Kai Goku with Gohan and Goten. Right.
So yeah, it's to be fair, it's quite fitting because obviously the whole point of or the idea when we talked about it before of doing this is it's kind of like, it's Global's anniversary. These are the anniversary units, so we're using their teams against each other. So it's kind of fitting that the JP only units that you have are the later anniversary units. So obviously Global players watching this, like Minato said, Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku's getting his Easy A within the next few days. I think the new part 2 content comes out in the next day or so, and then the Easy A's dropped, going by JP's timeline a couple of days after that. And then obviously the AGL Kai Goku is one of the part 2 carnival banners. So for all of the Global guys out there watching this, I'm sure you're rooting for me, of course, rooting for Global to win, but you get to see a good showcase of what those units are going to look like after their Easy A from Minato's side. So that is pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Now, Gohan and Goten could definitely struggle a little with Ki early on. But once they're able to build up their 5 Ki, really find no issues. Now, they're obviously an Easy that comes out with Turles, actually, which is something that people were really confused about, like, why Turles? But
yeah.
Ooh, Kai Goku dodged the super attack. That's why My Kaigoku actually has full dodge. I know a lot of you guys are groaning. You're like, who is this guy? Right? Full dodge. But that it just do be like that. Now
yeah, I'm definitely maybe I'll change my mind when I get to use the unit, but I'm one of those people that's definitely in the I will not be giving Kaigoku full dodge build character kind of guys. But
Gohan and Goten are so nasty, just quad supered. It's so much damage to sell, and they took his super for nothing. Right? That's Gohan and Goten. If you build the team around them properly, it gets really nasty. Now this Goku at the end, he gets damage reduction per key sphere, rainbow key sphere obtained, which is why you guys may have seen I went for the 2 rainbow key spheres, right? I also gave him a lot of dodge, which you saw he just dodged 2 attacks. Because I view him as like a support floating unit, is how I'm going to be using him, right?
Yeah. I did forget to mention actually as well at the beginning, because we did talk about it in part 1. So obviously, those of you who did watch part 1 first, you already know this. But because Minato is using units that are available on JP only, we had to kind of think of a way to balance it out a little bit. But of course, JP actually already has the ability to skip standby abilities, which we don't have on Global. So, I mean, that would almost straight away just make it a wash for JP. So for Minato, if he wants to use one of the standby abilities, he has to go into the options and turn the skip off so that he has to watch the standby ability as well. I remembered that because I just used the one for the BUU duo, so I thought it was pretty relevant to point that out at this point. So
definitely,
I'm gonna use this.
Yeah, like if I was using like Super Saiyan 4 Goku on this team, that would have definitely been something that I would have had to keep in mind. But I'm actually kind of cooking Max here. He's getting obliterated. Goodness.
Okay, well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, it's good for me.
Favorite.
Let's go. So, how many health bars does he have left on yours?
Quite a few. I'm not gonna lie. I'm at the int phase, so.
Me too, actually.
But yeah, I haven't done a crazy amount of damage. Although, like I say, I have gone into the standby with the BUU duo. So, of course, that's one unit on the previous rotation that didn't do any damage. So
okay, interesting. I actually am opting not to go into the standby with them.
I think it's because I took quite a bit of damage on the first turn. So then they came in on turn 2 with it ready to go straight away. So I thought, you know what? Why not? Maybe that could be like the clincher, right? And come in at the end for the big finish. Although the problem is, I think with the way the rotations work out, when they come back on this next rotation, he's going to be STR. So then using the Spirit Bomb straight away is a big gamble, because if it doesn't crit, like, it basically won't do any damage.
I'm not going to use it. And if this kills me, it's my fault. I don't know how much Max like damage would do to this unit at the ends. He's STR right now, right? And they're at the end. I decided not to use the standby.
Yep. That's fair.
But I don't know if he's gonna get the opportunity.
Because also I have to think about the fact as well, if I fire off the Spirit Bomb early, especially in like the STR phase, and it doesn't crit, I've wasted all that time watching the animation and it didn't even kill him.
Oh.
That sounds bad.
Oh.
Or good for me, I can't tell.
Well, I'm gonna be at a loading screen for a while.
Is it because you won, or is it because you died?
Gohan and Goten were like, yeah, let me just drop this fat 20 mil.
Oh.
So Gohan and Goten, they're like one of the more underrated, I think, units right now. Actually, funny enough, they're easy A.
Yeah.
I think it's fair because they're not in global, but when you set them up properly, they go so crazy. And I see a lot of people downplay them, but I think they're like a top 10 like level LR, like at least like in the like 8 to 10 range.
Yeah, I think I definitely like when I saw their details, like, I mean, they don't jump out immediately when you see their Easy A details as being like, oh my god, this is the new best like Easy A LR or whatever, but I thought they definitely looked cool. I've always been a big fan of that unit as well, so
yeah, so like,
I'm looking forward to that coming out for global.
The idea is I ran them next to Goku, Kai Goku, to make sure they always have their passive. And they get On the Family. On the Family is a really important defensive thing for them.
Yep.
And then I guess I have the floaters. Usually I would have the GT Goku and Vegeta as a floater. Which I guess, in that sense, I could run anyone a slot 1, but Kai Goku's like one of the better slot 1 in the game. Yeah. I usually have the GT Duo in the final slot, and then the Z Duo's floating, and then the Bulma and Piccolo rotation. But this time I had the HL Spirit Bomb Goku, which did work out well because he provided them a good amount of links. Which is a big reason why I did bring them, but yeah, dude, I got a new record on this.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, actually. It's kind of funny when you think about the units that are JP only that could make a big difference in these kind of like scenarios, like a speed race kind of thing. That's the big thing about like the Go Bros, is a lot of people were disappointed that maybe they weren't as like defensively dominant as they might have wanted them to be, but like they can drop some numbers when it comes to attacks. So like, it definitely sounds like they made a big difference in this matchup. So
they really did, because even on that first turn I had them, they didn't hit their 24 key, which they get a lot of attack on their 24 key, but they still quad supered. They did like what? I think they did a 17 mil into a 8 mil into an 8.8 into a 9.3 or something.
Damn. Like that. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Did you say that was turn 1?
That was their first turn, yeah.
Yeah, and he's AGL on turn 1 as well, so it's like...
No. Well, turn 1 for them, but they're on the second turn.
Oh, okay, I see.
But Bulma's support was up, right? Which is huge for them, right? The thing with them is that without Bulma, they could have key struggles, but the reason why they're so good on this team is because Bulma is giving them key, Bulma's orb changing, even the Spirit Bomb Goku's orb changing. Kai Goku has no troubles with key, so you set the key up for them really, really well. And even the Dragon Ball Z Duo and slot 2 or 3 have no issues with key. So that's a good thing for them.
There you go. So yeah, definitely sounds like the JP only version of the team had some good advantages in this matchup. It is a bit of a shame, but that's how the cookie crumbles when you're...
I could have brought the blue fusions.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been even more crazy. So
worse, right?
I mean, that gives you guys, like I said, during the run, that gives you guys who are global players a pretty good idea of some of the monstrous buffs that this team gets over the next, not even that long. I mean, the Go Bros Easy A is, potentially a couple of months away, but like the Part 2 anniversary units... Yeah, I think it'll be October. It'll be after Worldwide, right? Between Worldwide and Tanabata, I think, is where they'll fit in the Turles celebration. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that is where it is. So yeah, lots of good stuff coming for Global. Congratulations, I guess. JP did get the best of us this time, but make sure you go and watch the
told you
Part 1.
At the beginning of the video, I was confident.
I know. I didn't want to give away what happened in Part 1, but I was intrigued by why you were so confident. But yeah, I mean, like you can see, pretty powerful version of the team. So let us know what you guys think down below. Obviously, JP players, you can see the team definitely improved quite a lot since it came out for your guys' anniversary. And for Global, you guys can see, the team is looking pretty good as it is now, and it's only going to get better. So regardless of which version you play, obviously I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good ideas yourself for other ways you can run this team. And yeah, even though it ended in a loss, it was fun. I did set a new record for my stage as well, to be fair. So even though I did lose, because what was your final time? Have you still got it up?
Oh yeah, 5:56.
Jeez. Okay, mine was 8:18. So that is...
I wonder if I have one of the faster times.
Damn, that's wild. But yeah, so there you go. So that is going to be it for us over here. Is there anything else you want to say before we head off, my dude?
I just say check out Part 1, and if you summon the Part 2 banners, good luck.
Yeah, let us know down below, actually, in the comments, if you want us to run it back when it comes to the Part 2 units, because obviously they have the 200% leader skills for only one category, so I feel like that could be kind of interesting. So let us know if you want to see the JP versus Global rematch for the anniversary Part 2 units. Let us know down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Make sure you check out all the links down below for the Discord and the merch store and all that good stuff. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.